Rated once again in that kill feed, 32 and 19. I want to credit Joe for the plays he's making. I want to credit Scraps. I pointed out 0 to 1 to watch, and yes, maybe not had the best of games, but these guys are winning time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't really needed to do anything flashy, has he? He's won the gunfights that his team needed him to win. Ultimately, this game isn't going to end here on Office, as Rated once again pushes. He's going to get that plus 100, but no points come through. Echo Fox have rotated across. The glide bomb's going to come down from Joe. Ultimately, this could be the final push of the game, as Joe reads temp pretty well. Obviously, gets a call up from Scraps. The final push comes through, and just like that, Red Reserve take map 1, and that was convincing. Realistically, after the second hill in that game, Red Reserve took control, and they never, ever gave Echo Fox a chance of coming back in that map.
Yeah, and that's what they, I feel, have learned from the Splice game. They let Splice get back into it. They didn't even give Echo Fox, you know, an inch. They didn't let...
Could find 2-3 players here, potentially. And Saints does just that, finds the first, watches the B cross. Now, all of a sudden, Red Reserve, they're in a whole world of pain.
That grenade's interesting there, because he snipes Joe. Sorry, he snipes Rated. He knows Joe's there. It just wasn't really the best of timings for Red Reserve.
It's one of those annoying rounds, right? Because to watch, it makes them look almost a little silly.
Yeah.
Really, doesn't it? But little do they know the information that, Saints sees Joe.
Player down low. Scraps picks up Aqua. Grenade. That's a double-time grenade as well onto the bomb.
That is just such smart play from Joe. Recognizing I don't need to peek. There's 2 snipers on the other team. If I peek, I die. Let me just make sure I get the right correct angle to challenge the bomb where I can't be picked off. They, of course, get bomb down. Will they have time to plant, though? That's the question. With that gunfight, surely not. Oh, my
Makes the kill.
Lord.
That's all he needed.
I thought he was going to find the snipe kill before, of course, the player planting fell, but nothing planted. Can they get it down and get away with a life? Temp flies and finds Rated, but Bomb did go down. Now a 4v3 in favor of Echo Fox.
Well, 2 players behind Bomb. The problem is they can hop that defuse very, very quickly.
Come on,
Joe's in a pretty good position. In fact, no, I'm getting completely mixed up with the sides here, but 30 seconds left, 3v4. No one on the bomb. Joe's on a full flank, and 0 goes down by the snipe.
For Center, recognize it. Saints has to challenge. He does. Scraps. 1v4. Eat your heart out. Surely not going to happen. Players defusing the bomb. He must know it. Nothing he can do. And Echo Fox use brute force and numbers to their advantage. And they win the round 11 to tie things up 1-1 in the series.
Again, defensive victory on USS.
But nicely done by Joe, and instantly you can see the aggressive decision from Scraps. Drop the glide bomb, picks up a kill as well. 2 more players fall, and Joe, essentially in a 2v2, or what is now a 1v2, decides to counter-pull the flag.
He doesn't care. He's pulling that all day long. He'll just run around in circles, have some fun. And now it's up to the boys. Red Reserve to make the play. 0 goes down. That's big here for Echo Fox. The flag is coming home here, but Aqua in the middle. That's a brilliant kill there from Aqua. Scraps looking to pick up the flag. Not going to happen, and this will be a closer game with a minute left on the clock. And Raiders just fell as well. This could be a relay.
Oh, 0 with a big win on temp, but there's going to be more.
Everything's gone down, but they're going to spawn up in time to defend their flag, and that's the key here, because... Oh, that's a big kill onto Joe. Flag should be out, but no, 0's going to be able to shut that down. 14 seconds left. Flag needs to be returned. Scraps staying alive, being that X factor for his squad right now. See Saints, he's going to be taken out and now traded by Joe with 4 seconds left. No one's got the flag. Joe and 0 coming in clutch. Flag will be returned, and Red Reserve are going to finish the CTF strong here. But Ben, that was maybe a little closer than we imagined it would be at the end of the first half. Saints looking for those streaks. It was a key part of it, but simply not enough.
I tell you what, Saints played that final 45 seconds damn near perfect. A wonderful play from him. 2 people shooting at him from 2 different angles. Decides, let me take the highest percentage gunfight I can. Jumps out the window, gets the kill, gets a glide bomb. And for a second there, it looked as if Echo Fox were going to be able to pull that flag for Echo Fox. And it's going to be led by Saints. Important to note what Red Reserve do off spawn, because note they get a split spawn. Joe spawned up top Cole side, meanwhile his teammate Rated spawned over towards Useless. It's so important that Joe stays alive here. If he wants to put pressure on the hill, his life is so much more important. But again, Joe just doing Joe-like things right now. Beautiful play with the Semtex as well. Challenges his last player. He knows he's weak. Joe, I salute you, my friend. A wonderful play. The only issue is, however, they don't have control of the spawns for the new hill.
No, he kills 4 again. That's the second time in about 3 minutes on 2 different maps here that he's done that. Joe's playing some of the best COD that he's played in a long time here, and I honestly just feel that he's so comfortable. He's on a 5-kill streak right now. He's got to regen on that health. He's got to wait for his teammates and bait them out, much like Rated did on map number 1. When was the last time you saw Joe like this? The roles change is real. Look at 0, 6, and 10.
Right, and he knows as well. Look at him. His COD senses are tingling.
If Red Reserve can calculate a couple of kills together, they can still get back into it. And look at this, Echo Fox. They're forced to push off that hard point, forced to push next to them. But Echo Fox, they're getting right back into this, Ben.
And keep your eyes on mid-cut. It's basically down to Aqua. If he wins that gunfight, which he does, he could rotate a little early. I'm very, very surprised to see them not kind of force that rotation. They realize, hey, Red Reserve, if they get set up kind of down lower docks towards Tinside, they're going to win this game quickly because they've been so efficient on that. Echo Fox have done a great job just to claw their way back in. 2 seconds until the new hill. Essentially, if you're Echo Fox, you got 1, max 2 pushes here to keep this game close.
Okay, so here it is. Let's break it down potentially here. The last 15 seconds. Scraps picks up 1. The kill feed traded out for Senso finds another. You're shooting your own teammates there, but traded out for Senso with 2. Raided out to Backs with a double. Look at them spawns. They're going to be funneling through that gate. And Ben, I think we see that Red Reserve are going to close this one out in 4 once again, and we'll have one final nice roll from Scraps as they finish in 4 and Red Reserve take the W. I've got to just kind of round out that, and I want to put a lot of credit onto Joe throughout the series. Yes, Rated's map 1 was incredible. The Search and Destroy was around 11, but Joe, that's some of the best COD I've seen him play in a long time.
Utterly sensational. A privilege to watch there from Joe and the Red Reserve squad as a whole. Obviously, just to touch on the final moments.
Fight back now, just 12 more seconds in it for Evil Geniuses. Assault knows where those spawns are going to be. He's going to get some help from Makes. But that's Dave who's able to get on the hill for Epsilon. Just 30 seconds left. Evil Genius is going to try and end it here. And well, Assault now. He's got full streaks. He's going to call them in. This should be the game.
Call them bad boys in, Assault. It's your forest. EG's forest. That actually has a really, really big game. He said, Reedy, you're not beating me this time. They're going to take this map.
Yeah, just looking at that scoreboard, you have Vortex -10. You have Hockey -9. Dave -10. Reedy, the one guy +5, but there's no help there. Evil Geniuses, they take map number 1.
Impressive play. Unpredictable map outcome, actually.
Do you think it was unpredictable? Yes. Epsilon, they have been struggling. They're just trying to find something, but it's so hard to do. What? I mean, we talked about 3 players. They probably outslayed by 25 kills. You just can't win that way.
I mean, the issue is that they're shooting well. We saw them in the beginning. They were pushing head on. They were winning their gunfights. They were hitting their nades. They were playing like talented. They're elite scary because they do have that bomb site to hide behind.
Oh, nice win by Vortex, though. And Silly, he's going to try and trade it. Nice shots onto Dave. Not able to find him. Does find Vortex. He knows how weak Dave is. He's going to chase this kill. Dave with the... Oh, my goodness.
God.
Dave with the free fire. Yeah, Silly, the bad man, finishes the 1v2 with the pistol.
This round, and then this time, they're just going to hit B, so...
Nice shots out of Vortex. Is he able to find 2? Can he find the 3rd, though? Not able to do so. Now you have a 1 versus 1. Apthy versus Reedy. And App, he's on a 4 spree. We said he had a bit of a slow map, but here we go. 1v1, Reedy able to win it. Great job by Epsilon. They had a 2. He's not going to see anything. He's going to plant this bomb right away. And EG, they're going to have to retake this 4v4, but Vortex gets picked off. You just can't let that happen.
We were talking about that before the game. What Aches is good at, sitting outside of that bomb site, getting those picks. You get control of that if you're Epsilon, you stay down. But this is definitely still a winnable round. That's going to be number 8.
Hockey might get some bad timing here. He is now. Just like that, it's a 1v4, and that'll do it. Evil Geniuses able to take that round, able to retake perfectly and win that one 6-4.
It was a great strategy out of Epsilon. You know, EG opts to go with their slow shot where they sit outside the bomb site and play for a pick. Epsilon gets early control. Unfortunately, they overpeak. And what do you know? Aches, that man right there, gets that first blood. Opens up the round, game over.
And I mean, if you're Vortex, though, in that situation, you know your teammate's planting it. You don't have to peek anything. You don't have to challenge anything. There's nothing. As soon as the bomb goes down, you have the advantage, right? Your team has the advantage in that situation.
They had school.
They're 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, Assault just goes absolutely off on this map with the AR.
It's a bit of stats. You know, he's padding his stats a little bit.
Oh, yeah, 100%. He's definitely padding the stats a little bit. But, hey, man, this is the match to do it.
Absolutely. So, Epsilon, they showed some signs of improvement, I think, especially in Hardpoint and Search and Destroy. But in that CTF, it was all Evil Geniuses. if it's a team like Epsilon, they have to just keep playing more and more. You know, you saw guys like Vortex just say, like, this sucks. Like, I feel like individually I've put a ton of time in, but we get up to the stage, we get into our match, and it's just the same thing over and over again.
I mean, they have the talent. Obviously, they're a league caliber team. They're here.
That you have for Red Reserve that ends up being so huge for Red and at least getting early positioning. But here comes the artillery. These are when the streaks are going to rain in. You really only have one crack at this if you're Envy. They're actually in the hardpoint. They got to go. They got to go. They got to try and make the play. But Scraps and Joe finding the opening kills. Hook going to try and do what he can. He's the last man here. Only 5 points needed now for Red. They get the clear. Yeah, it might get a second chance. They just got to storm at this. They've got to go. The contest is there. Classic's able to win a couple of gunfights. One more second now needed for Red Reserve. Envy still contesting. They have to contest. Scraps doing everything he can. There's the final kill. And Red barely hold on. They had a big lead early in this chance. They allowed, a lot of streaks to come in for Envy. Envy, kind of led that slaying edge a little bit throughout the course of it. It was only about 10 kills or so. It wasn't anything major, but I think you got a little bit nervous if you're a Red fan down the stretch.
Maybe a little bit. Oh.
It's still 4-4 though, and he's got 16. Braid is still alive. He didn't finish it. He actually led to the team kill, so that takes one away from him. Would have been 17. But effectively, it was a kill for Rated. The bomb backs up Decimate, puts him into the corner, and Joe able to take the gunfight now 2-on-1. Chino left alone, and Red Reserve taking over this game too.
It's just Hawkeye, just because he's beaming people.
There we go, Hawkeye. I like that. Wasn't good enough to make the first movie, though. Scraps with a nice snipe there. 4v3 advantage for Red Reserve. This might be it. 4-on-2. Just highlighted by a spectacular performance from Rated. And he can't... What?
It's a 1v1 now,
and of course, it's Rated. What the hell just happened there? How did Classic get that three-piece?
Dude, Classic is pulling some magical crap.
I was ready to call the game. I was like setting it up. And then Classic was like, nah, chill. Classic.
Well, the problem for Classic, I think, in this situation is just that he doesn't have any more nades. And how are you going to win the gunfight against Slash?
If this is a gunfight, there's 0.
Yeah, let's go!
Wow! Classic. I was just about to say, if this is a gunfight, there's no way Rated's losing this.
By A. And quite aggressive as well. And yeah, Huke's going to take it to him. Talk about the SMG battle. Huke's going to let him know earlier on. But still, Rated's alive, so it's not easy to close these rounds out.
He needs to pull off one more incredible round here. Scraps is gone. Rated sneaking behind. Shots in the back. There's another one there. Rated for number 19. His teammate takes it, and it's outside. 19-6 for Rated. Was that 4 3-kill rounds that he had?
Zero cleans it up.
Overextension. Joe's going. Everybody coming off spawn for Envy. Let's pay attention. Hook just spawned. Hook spawned deep, though. He might be able to pick him up. Joe, can he get it? Joe hits the cross. Hook's still chasing, but he's got a bit of help. Classic actually gets the angle. They haven't been able to return it yet, though. A team kill comes in as Rated unintentionally headshots Scraps. And what looked like some, last-second heroics coming out of Red Reserve just falls apart. It looked good for a moment.
Well, Envy are going to have to get just a clean wipe, but I think they might have played it a little bit too slow because they're going to have to get the kills and the touch, but they have the opportunity to do so. Classic has a player in front. That's actually going to be 3 down, 1 player left. Now they got to win it.
Ooh.
The flag's already out. He's going to pick it up, and he is going to be gone, and that just might be your game unless there's streaks for Red Reserve. But Scraps, he's just going for the run. 2 and 3. They're moving. They don't have anything, and all of a sudden, that's just going to be your game. Envy makes the clutch at the end. They had 8 seconds to work with, but they pull it off, and by God, if we don't have a good series on our hands, maybe.
Classic had some, amazing moments late in the search and destroy. He does it here, too, with some excellent shots as he's able to make the clutch. And think about that. I mean, you're up 1-0 in the half for Envy. You have full streaks, and then you kind of get punched in the mouth to start the second half, right? Yeah. Red Reserve scores twice. You're like, oh, things are spiraling out of control. If this were a golf score, Envy would be doing well.
Oh, they're killing it.
Unfortunately, it is not golf. Envy are in trouble right now. 100-0. Thankfully for Envy.
Artillery.
They've got the next hard point. Unfortunately for Envy, bombs are about to rain.
The question we asked, before map 3, whatever, are they a top 5 team in the world? If they're playing like this, yes.
The 100-point club. It's here. Welcome to it, Envy. Oh no! Oh, the grenade comes in! I just lied to all of the viewers! No, I didn't! 250 to 99. Red Reserve take the game 4 and continue to look like a top team in Division A and a top team in the world. For Envy, I think I can say with confidence there is a big question mark over this team. What we saw from week 1 and what we're seeing in week 2, I have no idea where to place them.
Again, I just don't understand it. Like, I don't know if it's like the players around Chino, if they're just not getting him to good positions with the AR, if he just like
just remind myself that I'm one of the best in the game and then challenge everything coming to this next map. Seems like Splyce taking a page out of their book as they're just winning every single engagement. I mean, look at the slang that they brought to this very first map. Everybody positive by a significant margin, and they're closing out the game right here, right now.
Yeah, I believe that was 29. Could be wrong with those last couple coming in there, but that's how you outslay a team. That is how you outsmart, outplay, and outslay. Splyce, turn that into a one-sided game. First rotation, level, even, tied. Second, FaZe just weren't there.
Yeah, very simply put, Splyce outplayed FaZe in really every facet of Hardpoint. But, you know, coming to the Hardpoints, these guys not in favor of Splyce. You got 50 seconds to work with, and FaZe know 100% that the bomb is down.
Oh, you see Bance look away for a second there as he slides on past. Bance,
you don't want to fight that.
He's been picked off twice from that position.
And now Magcat's going to try to do the exact same thing. He finds more success, though.
He's going to be shot in the back, and that is going to be all she wrote. FaZe Clan with the round victory, the map victory, and in all honesty, they were the better team.
Follow one another up, and you know it definitely helps to have somebody that you trust by your side.
I don't even know what's going on with these flags at the moment.
Well, it doesn't matter. The game's over.
No, it's interesting to see though, because Splyce are in so much control. This is almost what FaZe did to Epsilon on this map, and Splyce, they're making them look amateur. We said before, Revan, if you Splyce, the top tip is don't go to game 5. That's one step towards that plan. However, with FaZe, if they can draw out another hard point, push it to that final search and destroy, we know how poor Splyce have been. So still anyone's game right now. And yes, Splyce do take the lead 2-1. But FaZe, they're going to be frustrated, annoyed, maybe a little embarrassed. Favor of FaZe for now. Jerd shuts down one, is weak, and Josh, the combination will find 2, and Josh finds another here, and with 2:04 playing 2:17, Josh should be taken down, but oh my goodness, what are you doing? 4-kill streak, now he'll be traded out. There's 16 seconds left, so Splyce should have the lead going into the smokestack here. I don't believe there's any score streaks on, or available, should I say. No, they've actually left those last 7 seconds, which I don't disagree with, but Josh gonna bump that there for the extra 100. It's all about the break. FaZe have the setup though, Revan.
Yep, talk about a crucial moment in the game to start to turn up and have an impact as Priesta connects with the stick, but Zuma's gonna steal the kill away from him real quick. Did Replays wind up earning those streaks or not? No, so no glide bomb available. I don't think anything available for either of these teams, so it's just gonna come down to raw gun skill. 18 points for FaZe to close this one out, whereas Splyce need 33.
Josh finds 2. Josh, what are you doing? He finds the 3rd as well. It was looking so good for FaZe. Don't rule them out, though, as one player behind is Zuma. Not for long, and he's going to have to push through the wood, push through the bunker. 2:26. Are we going to see another ventilation room? My goodness, FaZe just break in, and there's still 22 seconds. They can win it on here, but Splyce still have those back spawns.
Yeah, absolutely, and keep in mind, Splyce can no longer win on this hardpoint, so they have to commit into the smokestacks, and they have to deny 10 seconds from FaZe. Still enough time on the clock. Attaches on the inside. He wins the gunfight against Bance. Splyce still have to commit here. 5 seconds remaining. FaZe, are they going to close it out? They're going to do it, Bobo. We're going to game 5.
Game 5 is upon us, and FaZe Clan, they crawl their way back into this one, and you've got to say, that was so back and forth, and that's a hard point which I expect from these two teams. Not like map number 1. But wow, we've been pushed to that 5th and final game, which of course we're gonna bring up a few statistics for in Search and Destroy in a couple of seconds. But I do want to focus on that hard point that we've just seen. Yeah. We saw great things from both teams. However, it was back and forth. No one could kind of get in a roll like... Got a grenade.
Well, that's nice. This is going to be impactful, though. Especially as Josh dies. Yeah, now they know Jerd's up top. You just go for the defuse. Just hop on it. This is a round win.
Here we go. Hopping on it. Can Jerd pick up the kills? He's spotted one. He needs to go. He needs to go. Bomb's being defused.
Not going.
That's going to be all she wrote. The 6-0 coming in for FaZe. And wow, That is it's such an uneventful way to
Very
end such a series.
anticlimactic.
Yeah, I'm just like, ugh. That's a game 5 and 1 in round 11s, but FaZe, I'm sure they'll be happy. They don't want a round 11 if he can close it out in 6. They'll be happy with that one and a much-needed win for FaZe. I think that would have been the case for any of them. Of course, rivalries here, friends out of the game, of course, but all in all, 3-2 victory for FaZe. Strong performance.
And this is exactly what I highlighted coming to this matchup. I thought it would all come down to the search and destroys, and when you compared the records, of course.
At third on Castle Road, and no one's really been able to do that so far.
Yeah, definitely not, but even if you're Envy, say you give up a full 60, it's sort of a tied game. Just don't give up streaks. Maybe you early rotate over to Torrent. Just make sure you win this game. Hook, he's on a 4 spree. He's working towards some streaks, just waiting for his team. You hear the smokes pop. That's a great job by Envy. As you said, just try to get in there, contest. Decimate's able to find one, but Pharaoh and accuracy in there, and this is looking like a good hold. And the reason is Hook doesn't want to go. He wants to play for these streaks.
How many times have we seen that, where you can't have a 4-man hit because somebody's getting close?
Oh, he saw him.
Spot him for a second. There's the kill.
One.
50 points off the glide bomb. It could be gigantic. He's trying to find anything.
There it is.
The shots are in. He hasn't finished it. He loses the gunfight. Yet another
All right, but you
player
can see, look, they're already in cave.
So close to streaks.
Now, TK, they're not going to go through cave, though. They're going to try and push through middle. I like this from TK. They know that there could be a player set up in cave already. That's Decimate. They're going to try and stop this rotation through middle of the map. These are big kills. Kenny's able to find one with Enable, but they're getting pinched. There goes Hook. They just have to deal with Kenny. Not able to do so, but Envy is on the hill. You still have Decimate in cave. Pharaoh knows he's in there. Big win by Pharaoh.
They got to get him out of the hard point. They got to get him out of the hard point. There they go. They clear him out. Here comes the next wave. Accuracy at least able to pick up. The only man there is going to be Enable. He can't finish up. The nade's too late. And they secure the victory. TK almost has another insane come-from-behind victory on Gibraltar. This time, though, just a little bit short. Yeah, it's going to be Envy that can ultimately close out the game. And honestly, you mentioned the 2 flex players, like big game from Enable, big game from Classic. Honestly, the one difference that stands out there, Classic got his streaks, Enable didn't.
I mean, I think they lost by 20. The one time, say, all right, the fighter pilot was on. Saw Pharaoh. What can Chino find, if anything? Okay, finds Kenny. Nice little quick scope right there.
Oh,
It's
Kenny,
that first blood.
you poor soul. No chance there at all. Chino with the filthy shot. Oh, yay. Come on, just let him get all of them. Just picking them apart. Both of his former teammates it's mostly been Pharaoh.
Yeah, he's pushing out. Where's the trades? It's going to happen, but accuracy, he pushed through that elbow area. There's a glide bomb in. Can he find accuracy? No, he doesn't get in the doorway, and Pharaoh was able to get a kill by Hook.
Oh, God, that spells disaster for Envy in round number 9. The streak provides nothing due to the awareness of accuracy, and like you said, a grenade at the same moment. That might get him. Kobe over the top. It did. Decimate with the nice nade. Now going to be a 2 versus 2. 45 seconds on the clock. Decimate and Classic working together here. They have to work the bomb plant. Not a lot of time to work with. You've got eyes on kind of mid-street, and Pharaoh's trying to position over to get a spot on B. He just spotted it, and he's obviously got the cover to work with there. Classic's job just got so much harder. He's repositioning to the back. He's going to need some help. He's so tagged up. That nade holds him back for a second, but Pharaoh goes ahead and pushes it. Decimate's been tagged from the opposite end. One more bullet. Nice round by TK, dealing with the streak and closing it out. Cap level. Yeah, even if he hits that shot, I think he's getting a hit marker. But Hook, there you go. First blood for him. Trying to turn this in to around 11. Chino almost gets a buzz cut, but Pharaoh's just briefly going to miss, or barely going to miss. All on Enable now. This is his second attempt, maybe in a 1v3. He'll be the last man standing.
He did find, he got to a good position. He's behind Envy. Envy doesn't know he's there. Oh, he just gets spotted. And you can tell he is just trying to find any opening he can. Not able to do so. Another round 11, just as you were saying.
Yeah, it's just been, he's beating him in this corner. Oh, you can't get fried there. Pharaoh, the key guy,
gets picked by Classic.
And Classic checks it. 4v2 for Envy. And 2 kills away from a 2-0 advantage in this one. Nice shots by accuracy. Iceman's still alive. It's never over till he drops, and he's dead. Enable now. His third 1v3.
They know where he plays.
Trying to crawl forward. He is gone, and Envy. They take a close hard point. They take
from TK, all 3 positions.
Pharaoh can make the play. Pharaoh can make the play.
They get some kills. This should be a flagpole. Finally a flagpole for TK, but Hook's still alive. Hook's still here. Can he get the player?
He's chasing him. He's gonna get the, now where do you drop this artillery? He's gonna drop it. Where are you gonna pop it?
I don't.
Oh, right on the flag.
Maybe gonna try and delay this and get this return. I mean, if they can get pushed up, look at that play. Number 6, accuracy. He leaves it. I love that play out of Enable. Great job, but look, accuracy snuck on through.
Yes, one-on-one.
Yes, one-on-one. Oh, Hook's there though.
Big play from Hook, sniffing that out, winning the one-on-one, because that was the opportunity for a rally. That was likely the final opportunity for the game. Nice heads-up play by both sides, really. Accuracy to try and go for the rally, and Hook to win the one-on-one.
Yeah, that was a heads-up play from Enable. We haven't seen that yet. Usually people just try to dive it on in. Enable's like, well, there's cover at the flag, so I'll take you towards this side. But Envy, it's looking like they're going to 3-0 TK, and this is what we talk about with this division. A big win for Envy to put them at 1-1 on the day.
Unbelievable stuff. So Envy going to get to 3-3. That'll have TK at 4-2. So Red still, what, at the top? 5-1?
5-1.
We got EG 4-2 as well, I believe. It's close. It is close from, well, really top to bottom outside of Epsilon right now. So unbelievable performance from Envy. And I said before this, I have the first series of the day, I was like, I have a big question mark over Envy. I still have one because I just don't know.
But I think that's huge for their confidence.
Oh, it absolutely is. But you come in and play, think about it. You play the 2 top teams in the division today. You get 3-0 by one, you 3-0 the other.